title and company.
Joe Moye, CEO of Beep.
So Joe, today is the debut of Beep's new autonomous shuttle that's going to be servicing the Lake Nona area. Can you give me a little thumbnail of how people who live and work in this area are going to be able to use these shuttles? Where are they going to park their car? Where are they going to get the shuttle? Where is it going to take it to them? How much is it going to cost them?
Right, so the initial launch of this shuttle is going to be one route between the town center area and the residential community center that we're standing here in front of today. So the idea being to launch with an initial path that enables residents and visitors to have a simple, safe mobility solution to get them from the town center area into the residential community center.
So my understanding is these shuttles are not going to have dedicated lanes, but they're going to integrate with the other traffic. Can you tell a little bit how fast these move? How do they share the road with other cars safely?
Yeah, so they will share the road just like any other vehicle. The technology does enable a tremendous level of safety as it relates to recognizing and avoiding obstacles. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour. These shuttles will run around 12 to 15 miles an hour, so they are a little bit slower than a typical vehicle. We'll be running them at times not to intersect with rush hour, so we're trying to kind of plan out the deployment of these. We'll ultimately increase the speed over time as the shuttles learn more about the route, as they develop from an artificial intelligence perspective. But initially they're going to be running like any other vehicle on the road between the town center and the community center.
In terms of economics, how does the cost per passenger per mile traveled for an autonomous vehicle like this compare to a standard vehicle? Does removing the driver, the labor savings of that, balanced out by what I imagine is the extra maintenance cost and supervisory costs someone's remotely got to be monitoring?
I mean, ultimately you have several factors that'll play into the return on investment, if you will. One is ultimately removing a safety attendant or an ambassador. We'll have on each shuttle probably for the first 12 months, although that's not a requirement legislatively. We want to ensure the community has an information source that they're able to not only ask questions but also learn more about the technology and the expansion of the routes around the community. So that's very key to us. You had a second question. What was it?
I just in terms of what you anticipate the cost per passenger per mile traveled to be eventually compared to conventional
So
methods.
like any other technology, we're going to see the cost of these shuttles coming down over time. The community here is not charging the passengers at all for the service. So the intention is, again, to drive rider adoption, not focus on kind of the economic return, but really expand the value of the overall development here by providing these improved mobility services.
And from the ecological point of view, how do these, in terms of carbon output, compare to a traditional shuttle?
So all of these vehicles are fully electric, so you have no emissions whatsoever that are being exhausted into the air. So that was a really important component of these solutions as well, and why we chose this particular platform, ensuring that we could not only do what we need to do to advance technology, but also be eco-friendly.
And finally, what was it about Lake Nona in particular that made this an ideal place to launch this program?
Yeah, I would say not only the community use cases that are represented in how this area is growing out, serving the medical campuses, serving the educational campuses, serving the community and the various destination points. It's just a perfect footprint for that. So that certainly played into the decision. And then I would tell you that the development company here, Tavistock, is so invested in technology and innovation that it was a natural marriage for us to choose not only great use cases, but also a business partner that is so interested in pushing the edge on technology for their community.
Excellent. Last question, how many people do you hope will ride this within the first year?
We hope thousands, and we'll be announcing new routes coming up in the next number of months. We obviously wanted to deploy here initially, prove out the technology, do what we need to do to advance the routes across the community, but we will be in the thousands of ridership here in the first year.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.